They're just going to do a quick little check here to make sure there wasn't a short run. These two guys like to scamper between the wickets. They're boundary hitters normally, both these guys, Shadab Khan and Kustil Shah. But at the moment, they're being resorted to just trying to pick up whatever they can. There's the projected scores at the bottom. Current run rate at 190. They'll be thinking about 200 shortly. I think Bangladesh will be happy if they're under the 200 mark. Let's have a look and see if it is a short run. No, it's fine. That's okay. He's got something behind that line. Just. That's all we need to do. Just behind the line. Mahedi's in his last over. 4 balls to go. Whipped away on the onside, searching for boundaries. That's Ali Khan telling us that there's been few and far between the boundaries in the last little while. Vigotel. Mobile selfie moments. There you go. We've got some smiles along the line. Yeah, we have. There we go. I'll give that 4.5 smiles.
You know, just the 4 runs in the first 3 deliveries. Not a bad start for Mahdi Hassan in this over.
Just backing away a fraction, saw him go and tried to follow him. Slight misfield. Shurafil. Yep. Apologies to the bowler.
And they can still apply a little bit more pressure by throwing the ball in a better direction, because they're just given away a single. Shouldn't have been a single.
This was where those sort of little unforced errors really start to count. If you start getting a bit sloppy in the field, that's a bit of a round arm action, that one. It's got it away, but only for a single. A little bit different from Mahedi on that occasion.
Well, but they'll be just thinking about where does the boundary come in for Bangladesh. Have bowled well, bowled to the field. And in this over, only 6 runs in the 5 deliveries that he has bowled. He needs to finish off nicely here to apply a little bit more pressure.
There's no boundary off this ball. It's a great over. It's an outstanding over. That is superb stuff. Over number 16 just goes for 7, 150 for 5. The ideal templates in a batting card for a team in T20 cricket is that someone in the top order, the top 4 ideally, goes on and gets a pretty big score. Not a 50, but a big score. Then you have 1 or 2 guys at the back end that thrash a bit and do nicely, but someone also supports a bit at the top. So there's a couple of boxes ticked, but there's no one that's really kicked in that top 4. Too many soft dismissals. Oh, there's another one. Head up, missed the ball, stumped by a country mile.
Well, certainly was surprised to see him in the attack, but he's turning out to be the trump card for Bangladesh. Shamim Hussain has now picked up a wicket, and an important wicket of the left-hander, Kustil Shah. Pressure was building up, no boundaries for the 15 deliveries before that. He decides to go down the wicket and misses it completely, and Liton Kumar Das does the rest. It's a good blow, really effective one for Bangladesh. Kustil Shah gone for 5. Pakistan 6 down for 150.
those numbers are not great for Hugh Ashraf throughout his T20 international career, but he played really nicely actually in the HBL PSL recently. The strike rate, which is the vertical stripe at the middle of the page, 130. Shamam, his first wicket in T20 internationals. Amazing stuff.
He's only bowled 2 overs before this game. It was 26 T20 international, and he'll be very happy to see the back of Khushdil Shah. Really good decision from the skipper once it goes in your favor.
He can be so dangerous, Khushdil Shah. In the air that time, it's pumped down the ground and they got a boundary. That's the first boundary from 19 deliveries.
It's a good shot. It's a very good shot from Shadaf Khan. Just a little bit full. He clears his left leg and slams it down the ground for the boundary. Much needed boundary for Pakistan.
Yeah, it certainly was. A little bit of turn that time. Couldn't do too much of that once it stopped and purchased a fraction, just a single from Shadab.
What a spell this is from Shamim Hussain. Before this game, only 2 overs he has bowled in T20 internationals. He's only gone for 17. Mind you, he was hit for a boundary. Could have been even lesser.
Catch it!
Oh, in the air for a while. Desperate dive, couldn't quite grab it. Bowling beautifully at the moment. Time for the fans to enjoy cricket with Pakistan's own brand, Tapal, at the Tapal Tea Lounge. #1 tea brand of Pakistan, Tapal, and they are thoroughly enjoying it. Look at them. In the back as well, making another cup. Terrific. Brings the sweeper into play. Another very tidy over. Just goes for 8 and a wicket. 158 for 6. Two satellite dishes on some small buildings at the start of the innings. Then there was some recovery. It got them to 52 for 2 at the end of the power play. Then another wicket, so chopped at the right time. And when they were starting to go again, 2 more satellite dishes, and now a 6th. So 6 down. They've just got wickets at exactly the right time. Bangladesh. Shadab Khan straight at the man in the covers.
The Pakistan going at a run rate of 9.2. If they go ahead and manage to score 9 runs and no over, they'll end up with 184.
Just need 1 over for around about the 20 mark to get them close to the 200 mark. That's right off the toe end of the bat. That's just a single.
Rishad Hussain, the tall right arm leg spinner, in his last over. They have 1 more over from Shamim Hussain. The other spinner, Mahdi, has completed his full quota of overs of 4 overs. They'll probably be eyeing to look at someone like Shariful Islam, the left-arm seamer, who's gone for 20 runs in early on when he bowled those 2 overs. Hassan Mahmood, they still have got 1 left there. And Tanzim Hassan Saqib, who's been gone for 22 and 2, has 2 in the bag.
Oh, that's just over the top of Rashad Hussain. Pakistan are going to need to bowl very well, it looks like, in this game. No Shaheen Shah Afridi. Different bowling lineup. Guys who are in form, guys who are getting wickets in the HBL PSL, and they'll have to do that right at the start against Bangladesh. A bit wide, exercise for the umpire.
Whatever total they end up with after the end of the 20th over, Bangladesh still have to bat well.
On a good batting surface. That's cracked. Hasn't gone far enough. I think it might have. Yep. That's 6 runs. That's more like Shadab Khan. That's how he likes to deal.
Never easy to go and play across the line because right-arm leg spinner, it pitches it up. And the batter, Shadab Khan, decides to go on the onside. Just a hint of turn. Good connection. Goes really low down on his right knee, and it smacks it over the fielder at long on for the maximum.
And another scholarship. KFC is awarding a higher education scholarship to every 6 that's hit to a deserving student during Pakistan series. Ching ching, another one. Is that another one? Yeah, KFC. You got another one to dish out as well. Another scholarship. Back-to-back 6s. He's getting expensive now, Rashad.
With that 6:15 in this over, and there's still a ball left here in this over. This should get them going. Yeah, this was short, and he was waiting for it. Really went hard at it. Back-to-back 6s from Shadab Khan.
Brilliant bat speed, actually. Really nicely played. So what can they get if this last delivery in over number 18? Another boundary be handy for Pakistan. Get him close to that 20 mark. Gone over the top. It's going to bring the sweeper into play. Oh, he can't get there. So it is another boundary. Advertising triangle came too early for him. 19 off the over. 177 for 6. That's going to really kick him into this rest of the overs here. Terrific shot from Shadab Khan. Now goes to 34 off 17 with this shot. The strike rate of exactly 200. That's going to be the tallest building so far in that graph. Right, 2 overs to go now. 177 for 6. Can they get past that 200 mark? Need to ideally have a big over for over number 19. That'll be the plan, I think. Can smack that for 6, that's for sure. Yep, that's gone. What a great start to the over.
The last 4 deliveries have gone for 6, 6, 4 and 6. It's been impressive, Shamim Hussain. The very first delivery of this over has gone the distance. Cracking shot off the back foot from the batter, Fahim Ashraf.
That's where it becomes a little bit difficult for a bit of a part-time bowler as well when you get him in a tap at this stage. Oh, it's nicely bowled. Has that hit the pad first? I think that's what they like, these Bangladesh fielders. That's why they were going up for that, or thinking about the big shout.
Just a touch quicker.
A glove. So 7 off 2. What can Shadab Khan do now? Drags that on the onside. Might be able to come back for the second. Yep, touch and turn. Fahim's quick and does well.
Yeah, good running, really good running between the wickets here. Once he went in between those 2 fielders at deep mid wicket and long on, they knew they were in for another extra run. Really good running.
Right, so they're halfway through this over and they've got 9. Need another couple of boundaries off the last 3 balls, Pakistan. Of course, Bangladesh would love to finish this partnership, which is really threatening. Down the ground, on the bounce. Realizes he missed out a little bit there. Shadab Khan.
187 on the board. Is it not a bad total, and still have 8 legitimate deliveries to bat through? Definitely will be eyeing to go across 200.
Yeah, I would think so now. Just didn't get a good connection on that one. Only the single.
After being hit for a first ball 6, he's done well, Shamim Hussain. He's gone for only 5 runs after being hit for the 6.
This is going to be an interesting chase. 4 out of the last 6 in the Pakistan Super League. Totals of around the 200 mark. Just about all of them were chased down. Good batting surface, not going to change at all. It's going to be nice to bat on in the second half of this, of the first of 3 T20 internationals. Nice support for Bangladesh. Good to see these guys turning up and bringing their flags and screaming and shouting and providing as much encouragement as they possibly can. We've got 1 ball left in over number 19 now. 11 from it so far. Oh, he just lost his shape at the last minute. Shadab Khan. He's dragged it only for 1. So they messed that up a little bit. Just 12 from it, 189 for 6. Went through a period, Pakistan, with had 19 deliveries at a crucial stage of this innings where there were no boundaries. It certainly catered for 1 wicket, that of Kustul Shah. Trying to do a little bit too much. We've brought ourselves now to the last over this innings, 189 on the board. Would have been thinking of 200 certainly about 4 or 5 overs ago. That would have been the plan. See if they can get there for starters. And it is Shuraful who's going to be bowling the last, something he often does. He's only going to end up bowling 3 overs today. Last over. Oh, that's adventurous, and I don't think it's a wide either. I don't think that can be called a wide. It shouldn't have been called a wide because he moved a long way across. What do you think, Attar?
Tight, but just look at the way he has reached out and in the very last moment decides to leave it because he was right there, so close to the ball.
It's not as though he couldn't have reached it. He's got a bowled again though. That's what the umpire adjudicated. With a thick edge, and that races away a couple of bounces and goes for 4.
He's played a nice little cameo here, Shadab Khan. At one stage they were really struggling to pick up boundaries. Now with that boundary, his 4th 4, and also have picked up a couple of 6s. He's moved to 42 of just 21 deliveries. Thickest outside edge. Goes over the top of the fielder at the short third, who's a little bit fine. He loves it.
It's a dot ball.
It's a good delivery. A dot at this stage of the game is gold. Can he repeat it? Can Shoriful Islam bowl another dot here? Shadab Khan on strike will be eyeing to pick up a boundary here.
It's on 42 off 22. Shadab Khan, strike rate of 190. Batted nicely, moving across again. This time he goes over the top and on the bounce. Couldn't quite get there. Opted to go in for the catch to try and grab it. It's gone through, but it's gone for 4.
The moment the ball flew out of the bat, it looked like it's not going to reach the fielder. So instead of trying to grab that catch, fielder should have tried to at least make sure that he stops the boundary, makes a mess of it. Now, Tanzid Hassan Tamim at long off. And it's a boundary.
And 2 away from the 200 mark, 2 away from a 50 partnership as well. It's been a really good performance. I talked earlier about the blueprint in T20 cricket. Going to have a couple of blokes who can thrash a little bit towards the death. Well, these two guys have done it now for Pakistan. They've still got 3 balls to go in this innings. Over the top of the bowler this time. Work to be done. They should be able to touch and turn. They do. And come back for the second. So that's good running. Brings up the 200. 200 for 6 it is.
Also the 50 partnership. It has been a wonderful display of power hitting. 50 of just 29 deliveries.
Exchange on. Crypto exchange. World's first arbitrage crypto exchange. Download the app. exchangeon.io. Right, 2 balls to go now. Shadab on 48 as well. It's all happening in the middle. He's got that away. He's hit it sweetly, but it might be out. That's a really good catch. Rashad Hussain takes a fine grab moving around. He's a really good player, Rashad. Talented leg spinner, moves very well in the field, can beat a ball as well with a bat. That was a good catch.
Very good catch, but what a knock. What a knock from Shadab Khan. Ensuring to get Pakistan to 200. Might have done enough damage to take his side home. Really good grab from Rashad. It looked like at the last moment the ball was going away from him, but in the end, tall fella reaches out and grabs a good one. Excellent knock from Shadab Khan. Gone for 48. Pakistan 200 for 7.
Hassan Ali's out there to face 1 ball. Last ball of the innings. And it's a very good ball to finish. Can't do too much with that. Hassan Ali just gets it to covers for a single and then runs off the park. They ended up with 201 for 7. It's the first time that Pakistan has scored 200 in Lahore in a T20 international. It's a really good recovery considering that they were 5 for 2. They were in a lot of trouble actually. 2 overs in. Shorefield picked up the second of those wickets as well with some good, fine, accurate swing bowling. But it's a really good recovery. I think Pakistan overall are going to be very pleased with that. 201 for 7. Bangladesh are going to have to play really well here. They've got to bat very well. Of course, the Pakistan bowlers are in form and wicket-taking form too after the Pakistan Super League. So they'll be bouncing in as they come in to bowl to the Bangladesh players. Litton Das, no doubt, is going to be key.